Hi guys, Paul Pluta channel. Today I'm doing paid review AU10, and this here is for Francis. Quick, wristwatch check! I'm wearing Polar Explorer 2. And what am I fondling today? Well, actually, I got my other Patek out, my 5296. I do love a nice Patek Philippe. So guys, I gotta tell you, man, this is a paid review. This is for Francis, and he wanted to ask me, this is AU10b. He wanted to ask me, hi Arch, I know you're a fan of Rolex and steel Rolex sports. You also seem to have a lot of respect for A and FP Journe. However, I'm not aware of any videos that you posted that go into detail on these models. That go into detail on which models you particularly like or dislike. Therefore, I'm sending you $100 to cover the topic for both, if reasonable, or just FP Journe. So I actually made the video on Lange yesterday. So today, of course, it's time to talk about FP Journe.
Oh. Hey ArchieLuxury fans, if you're into luxury, then you got to be into 66 Buick Rivieras. Check out my son and I, Alex, as we restore this beautiful 66 Buick.
Neighbors are having a picnic, you know, having fun and stuff. Me, I'm doing cars. It's what I've done my whole life.
Okay, so what do I think of FP Journe? And FP Journe, what sort of a brand are they? Well, FP Journe is a very, it's kind of like a Patek Philippe, much younger, much cooler, and it's kind of very much a very high quality luxury sort of brand there. Now, I gotta tell you, I very recently, just like I did with Lange, I've got the FP Journe catalog. It's not quite as good as Patek, but I tell you what, it's almost there. And I've got to tell you, in all honesty, the FP Journe, entirely invented and manufactured in-house. I've got to tell you honestly, how do I feel about FP Journe? FP Journe, look, since 1977, which is not that, what's that, 47 years ago. It's pretty damn cool. Well, it's not 47. How old is that? 42 years ago. 42. Let me work this out. I can't do simple mathematics. What's wrong, Archibald? What the hell is the problem? It is 42 years. Yes, that's right. 42 years. Look, FP Journe, great brand. The many watch people love FP Journe. What do I think of it? I gotta tell you, they're too hip for my liking. They are very hip. I'm really a conservative geezer at hand there, and I mean, you have a look in the catalog itself. This is the FP Journe, and they got the arty farty sort of rich cool people sort of like FP Journe there itself. What do I say? I tell you honestly, I've always had a bit of a difficulty. If we look at an FP Journe here, I've never really liked the FP Journe font, okay? The font, just the way they've got FP Journe on it, never really appealed to me. Like, I mean, with a Patek Philippe, it's just Bauhaus design and class. With the FP Journe, it's a bit different. Now, the most collectible FP Journes are the brass movement ones, which that's what they did originally. That's if you listen to Watchbox with Tim Mosso and Brian Govberg, he's a huge FP Journe fans, and I get it. I mean, I think the brand is pretty damn gorgeous. I gotta be completely honest with you. They're kind of, if I was hipper, if I was thinner, more beautiful, more attractive, I'd be wearing FP Journe. I'm not fucking cool enough. I'm not cool enough. I'm not trendy enough. I'm just cannot pull off an FP Journe. So I've got to tell you, how do I feel about the brand? I kind of find it a bummer that they've got special screws on the case that only FP Journe can supposedly open. They've got a special case opening kit you need to service them, which kind of pisses me off. Why would you do that? That kind of annoyed me a bit. But the brand itself, I've got to be honest with you, the first time I saw an FP Journe was when I went to Singapore. This was in 2017, and I had my yellow gold world time, and I remember I met someone for lunch, and they actually had an FP Journe, a chronometer de blue, and I was, I wanted to be a bit critical. I wanted to sort of say, that's not really my kind of cup of tea. But I've got to be completely honest with you. Chronometer de blue. In all honesty with you, fucking beautiful. Fucking beautiful is the only words I can say to describe it. The quality, you feel it, you think, fuck, this is a quality. Now, I left saying, I'm happy I've got the world time. Very conservative watchmaking, the world time. But the chronometer de blue was my first insight into the brand, up close, touching, feeling, smelling, lusting, caressing, the thing. What is my favorite? If I had to pick, I've been through this big book here. I've been through the book. If I had to pick my favorite FP Journe, I got to tell you, my favorite FP Journe is an Octa Automatique Reserve from the Octa collection. Octa is the type of case it uses there. The Octa line came out in 2001. I'll just bring that up for you to have a look at. There we go. That is what I think is my absolute favorite. Rose gold. I love the brown chocolate strap. Just look at the dial, man. Absolutely gorgeous piece. Absolutely gorgeous. That is the Octa Automatique Reserve. Central hours and minutes. Small seconds at the 5. Instantaneous jump large date. Very cool date. Power reserve. 40mm case. Good size without being ridiculous. It's available in platinum or 18K red gold. The overall height is 10.6 millimeters, so quite not ultra thin, but got a nice depth to it without going over the top. That would be the FP Journe for me. And I've got to be completely frank with you. I really do think the FP Journe line, absolutely beautiful watches. The other piece, I think this is much a younger man's. I wanted to show you. The one that everyone wants is the Chronometer de Blue, which is a piece in tantalum, which is an interesting metal. I'll just pull this one up here for you to see. Chronometer de Blue. And I've actually held one of these in my hands, and they are absolutely beautiful. That's the model that everybody wants. They're selling way above retail. Gorgeous piece. Interesting metal, tantalum. Very interesting metal. But I've got to be completely honest with you. Interesting piece. 39mm in tantalum. It's got center hours and minutes, small seconds. So just a very simple, elegant watch. Very, very cool piece. Just a very, very cool piece. Now the actual the vibration on this, it oscillates at 21.6. So a lot of modern watches now are 28,800. So it's slightly, it's I must say, with my Pateks, actually I've only got one at 28.8. All the other ones are 21.6. So that's kind of a slower beats. There's benefits to that. And I've got to tell you, FP Journes now have the gold movement, which is absolutely breathtaking. There's quite a lot of FP Journes I do love there. Another model which I really do like is the Chronometer Souverain. Chronometer Souverain. Let's have a look at the Chronometer Souverain. There we go. Just very elegant and simple. This is kind of FP Journe's answer to the Calatrava. It's very much like, it's a cross between Breguet, Patek Philippe, Lange, and who else? And Richard Mille. Kind of that kind of combo mix there. And I got to tell you, very, very, just I think they're a gorgeous timepiece. I must be honest with you. There's a lot of the some of the FP Journes I don't quite get. This is the Chronometer Renaissance. Don't quite like that kind of style there. Getting a little bit on the spooky side. The FP Journe story, very much the movements are the big thing with FP Journe. They've released some sports watches in the octa range, and I'm not quite sure. It's kind of like very much like IWC's interpretation. Here we go. It's the Octo Sport. There we go. Very interesting sort of piece there. I much prefer the dress kind of watches there. The other interesting, I must say, they do have some amazing complications there. Perpetual calendars and amazing shit like that. That's getting into the higher end there of FP Journe. The other interesting range that they've got there, I'm just trying to pull it up. Here we go. This is a revolutionary kind of these. I'm not quite sure how to take them. They're kind of like a Torno case, just a Torno sort of case here. These are the elegant, the female ones here. Very, very cool. Not a huge fan of that. I must be honest with you. The elegant, I don't know. It's just not my cup of tea. I suppose it's very avant-garde, very, very modern type piece there. But I really think myself the classic FP Journes. That's kind of the Octo series there. Something from the Octo series on a leather strap. The Octomatique is they've also got the lunar version with the moon phase. Absolutely love that watch. Look at that. That's absolutely to die for. So I suppose it gets down to FP Journe itself. Very much a boutique specialist maker. In this world, we've gone into boutiques. We love boutique craftsmanship and boutique kind of, beers, boutique wineries. Everything's boutique. Would I get an FP Journe myself there? Well, I'm a humble collector. I'm I'm from fucking Brisbane, okay? Brisbane, okay? I gotta be honest with you. I've got a small collection of Patek Philippe. I'd want to have a larger Patek collection before I diversify into other brands there. That's not to say I don't like FP Journe. I think their pieces are pretty damn amazing, very exclusive, small production run, everything, ticks all the right boxes. I think I'm just an old conservative sort of guy. That's my problem. I listen to music preferably before 1850. I kind of... I suppose if I was cooler, I'd be into Lange. And if I was younger, thinner, and had a lot more money, maybe FP Journe. It's just not... I'm very, very conservative. I was saying this last night. I mean, I'm a missionary man. I'm not into Greek or Italian or Russian. I'm missionary. Simple missionary positions will do me fine. So, these exoticas down at the Y, these kind of things, I don't mind experimenting a bit, but I think for the mainstream, I'm a missionary man. And I kind of think FP Journe is too cool for me. People like me should not have FP Journes, okay? You gotta be a bit more hip, and that's kind of true. I'm a secondary market, so I like the tradition of Patek Philippe. I like the lineage of Patek Philippe. I like the progression of the models done very slowly. FP Journe is kind of too cool. You know what I mean? I don't think you could go wrong with an FP Journe. I mean, do I aspire to own an FP Journe? No, I'd probably prefer to stay in Pateks with I suppose, I could have an FP Journe and a See, the problem is when you diversify, you go down these rabbit warrens, you want to get more. You don't just get one FP Journe. You think, oh, geez, this FP Journe is really, really cool. I'd like another one. So you end up selling. I love my Pateks too much to go down that rabbit warren. I love my Pateks. They're kind of it's just, I've had a real affinity to Patek Philippe. I mean, I'm from fucking Brisbane, okay? We're not the most sophisticated people here, we're a bit of a backwater. So it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard, if you know what I mean. It's kind of hard. But FP Journe itself there, I do. I respect the brand. I think they are a great brand. I mean, there's certainly substance to them. I mean, I prefer an FP Journe over a Richard Mille. Would I prefer an FP Journe or a Lange? That's a good question. What would I prefer? Actually, I'd have to go to Lange. Even though the Germans, I'd probably have to get a Lange, But then, see, it would alter the fundamentals of my collection because I've got the Pateks. So it kind of, and Lange's a Richemont company, which pisses me off. That's kind of not the camp. Yeah. So, there you go, guys. That is the verdict. FP Journe, great brand, highly respected. And wonderful catalogue if you can get such a thing. What a beautiful catalogue. Someone gave this to me. I was very lucky because they don't normally... The boutiques, they're so stingy. Well, I suppose this is an expensive book. I mean, that wouldn't be cheap to produce this fucking thing. Yeah, I suppose. I get it. I understand. But, yeah, there you go. FP Journe, great brand. I do like the brand. So there you go, guys. That's a special request. This was a special request for Francis. He asked me to make these videos, so I've put a bit of effort in, made some videos. We'll see if you guys like them. So, guys, remember, like, subscribe, tell your fuckhead friends. And don't forget, guys, to put some nasty comments below. And don't forget, I can't survive on Google Ads alone. I need these commissionings, these paid reviews to pull out all stops to talk about your favorite wristwatches. I'm Paul Pluta. Tell me what you fuckers think of that.
Goes aside from my soul. There goes aside, there goes aside. Now there goes aside from my soul. There goes aside from my soul. There goes a sight, there goes a sight. There goes a sight from my soul. I think it's all angels just walk by. 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 There goes a sight from my soul.